How can you possibly be a beacon of hope for your employees if you're under stress, duress, if you're living in fear, anxiety because you don't make any money? It's going to be harder for them to succeed if they don't have an example of what success looks like. Now, what I'll tell you is going back 40 years, E-Myth, Michael Gerber was correct because he said 70% of business owners start their business because they're technically inclined and good at something. The thing that I want to call out to you is that the 60% that started their own business, most of them started it because of what they didn't want. Who's the entrepreneur in the room? Okay, here we go. Dose of truth here. You didn't want a boss, you didn't want to be told what to do, you didn't want limitations on your earnings, you didn't want accountability, so you go start your own business. And now you start hiring people and the entrepreneurial dilemma kicks in. I'm going to treat those employees the way I wanted to be treated, which was ignored, left alone, no accountability, self-starter, don't worry about me, leave me alone. That's not how employees want to perform. They need to be nurtured. They need to be developed. They need accountability. If you look at every stat on why employees stay at their companies, fifth is compensation. Second is being developed and pushed at the organization that they're in. So when you go home and you go, we're going to train and we're going to take this hill together and we're all going to win, and you've got that 60% that are like, oh, no, we don't want to do it. Just remember, you created the 60%. Law of mirror. When Maxwell says you see something in your organization or in your life you don't like, you're actually looking in the mirror. You created it. It's a reflection of you. Good news, you can just change it. You can change it to what you want it to be. 60% of those businesses break even or lose money. How can you possibly be a beacon of hope for your employees if you're under stress, duress, if you're living in fear, anxiety because you don't make any money? It's going to be harder for them to succeed if they don't have an example of what success looks like. Would you agree? Good news, that's easily fixable. Only 9% of all businesses make $1 million. So, that doesn't leave a lot of room for your team. I teach this in our 10x 360 program. I will reverse engineer a business from startup to 25 million and from 25 million to 125 million within minutes. Because you just need to understand some of the rules. Now, if you want more detail than that, you're going to have to come to the 360. Who's got a business here that has 4 employees? Raise your hand. So we've got a business, 1.3 million. You said 4 employees? 4 employees. You got a business, how many employees? 4 employees doing 900,000. Who else has a business that's $1 million? What's your revenue? 50 million, how many employees?
75.
75, okay. Anybody with a business over $1 million? 4 million, 7 employees. Okay, so let's just do this. Right here, what's the average revenue per employee? 320. What is it here? 225. What is it here? 6, 6, 7. I can't do 3 sixes. Okay. And what's this one here? 570. All of these businesses, if they're only doing $1 million, all of these businesses can easily get to 25 million. I randomly picked 4 people in the room, and this is the lowest, 225. Doesn't have much improvement to get to 250. So is there a belief that you can create a business that does greater than $250,000 of revenue per employee? We've never met, have we? And what's your business? Construction. On your $1.3 million business with 4 employees, what are you making, 18% profit a year?
I wish.
Yeah, what are you making?
Myself personally?
Yeah. 6. So you go and you say, okay, 6% profitability. My $900,000 guy, what's your profitability? 30% profitability. My $50 million guy, 30% profitability. And who is my $4 million guy? 20% profitability. Now, you see, with these data points, you might make some decisions about which business owner you want to go learn from. Would you agree? So I don't know anything about software. I can't program anything. I barely turn my computer on. But I probably could go do roofing. All of a sudden I'm like, makes 20%, 4 million, 7 employees, it fits the range. Maybe I'll go see the easiest way to succeed is to follow somebody who's already done it. It's called model, mimic, and master what can already prove works. And this is what you need to do with the people working for you. You need to show them what works. If you can get a business to $250,000 to $500,000 in revenue per employee, it's a $25 million business.